Eric DaCosta, the GM, via their website saying this, Ryan, quote, "I've had conversation with Lamar many times and have said, Lamar, what can we do to help you?" Talk about, of course, Lamar Jackson. What's most important to you? Honestly, the thing that always comes back is the offensive line. What do you make of those comments? And then, of course, as you being an O lineman yourself.
Well, Lamar Jackson knows for his longevity, he needs to stay upright. And it's always funny to me, Tommy, young quarterbacks come in, they start playing well and fast, and all of a sudden they need an offensive line, right? They want some protection because it hurts getting hit like that. I love what they've done, getting some great quality linemen in the draft around him. Also making sure Ronnie Stanley Jr. is going to come back, their star left tackle from Notre Dame, who went out due to injury. So they've got some key pieces. But make no mistake, Lamar Jackson knows better than everybody else that he continues to get better only while staying upright. Now, he's 37-12 as a starter, so he hasn't had too many struggles, but he wants longevity, and he sees around the NFL that teams that win are the teams that invest in the offensive line. He wants to make sure his team knows that in the Ravens.
He's got 3 straight winning seasons. He's got an MVP, a steady mid-60% pass completion rate. In that class, of course, that had Josh Allen. Josh Allen got the big deal. Lamar Jackson doesn't. So if I were to ask you why he doesn't have a deal right now, Ryan, what's that answer going to be?
Timing, purely timing. I mean, this is a deal that gets done, after training camp. What you don't want to do if you are the Ravens, who've specifically been bitten by the injury bug to key contracts the last few years, you want to get Lamar Jackson through training camp into that first week of the season. I anticipate this deal gets done either immediately before or immediately after that second preseason game. And that's how they would do that, to ensure that he's healthy, to ensure that he's going to make it to this season. And the worst thing you can do if you're the Ravens is sign Lamar Jackson to a long-term deal and then have him get injured in training camp or in a preseason game and then be unable to play. So I think this is just timing, Tommy. And when training camp and the preseason's over, you're going to see a brand new deal for Lamar Jackson.
And quickly before I let you go, if you were a teammate of Lamar Jackson, does any of this business stuff bleed over? Does it impact anything as a teammate, a locker room?
No, because one of the things Lamar Jackson's saying is he's saying, guys, don't worry about it. Guys, I'm going to handle this. It's just about the numbers. I mean, those kind of informal conversations happen in the weight room, happen on the practice field. So no question, Lamar Jackson's already talked to his other teammates and let them know the deal. And the fact that he's still showing up, being a part of the team, that lets you know that there's a deal in the works. They must not be far away, or they may have already told him, hey, after the preseason, you're going to get this deal. But he has those informal conversations with guys so they know. And coaches will let them know as well, using words like, hey, Lamar will be doing this. Lamar will be doing that in week 3. Well, as a teammate, you're like, okay, well, Lamar's going to be here, right? So I don't think that his teammates are distracted at all by this business.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.